The Hype.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, one and all. Right back to the hype.
Good evening,
gents.
Episode
Good evening,
2
gents.
in season 1. Good evening, fellas.
Good evening. How you feeling, guys?
Good evening.
I'm good.
Good evening, guys.
How are you lot on this nice sunny day? I say nice sunny day. You don't want to see.
It's nice out there, isn't it? It is
Mate,
pretty nice.
it was a great day. I took advantage, mate. I watched 3 cars go detail the driveway. They laid on our sleep, eat some dinner, and came on here.
You're supposed to be sitting down in the garden with a Pims, my friend.
No. You see, the birds, I don't know what the birds over here in the UK are eating, but they terrorise the cars. last night.
In London or South London?
South birds here don't respect anything.
They're eating too much good food.
Because people keep feeding them, innit?
Yeah,
Especially on a Sunday, they're coming for the Sunday dinner.
Yeah,
you
man.
notice that A-lister said South or London. What does that mean? Does it mean
South
London's not in London? What's going on?
Actually,
I have got so much to say, but this is definitely not the platform.
That's the one.
100%.
That's the one. So I'm going to say hello to those of you that are peering inside the chat room. Big shouts, hello, going out to Silver Hawk. Those of you that are coming in, come in. The audience is there for, we have a fantastic show lined up for you this evening. But before we go into this show, let's say a big thank you to all of the artists that appeared on our previous show on the 2nd of April, the launch. Yes. Yeah? Yes. So that was Desmond Parsons. Fellas, help me out because I might not remember them all. Desmond Parsons and Anna Suru. She did say it was Suru, innit? Suru. Yeah. Dwight Coley, Delio, Terry Rimson, Jay Daphne, Rena Chanel, Carlos Bud, Toy Taha, and Pardon Suba. Have I missed anybody?
Suba, yeah.
I think that's it. I think
that was it. You said Delio and
Yeah. So all of those that appeared on the launch show. The feedback from you lot is absolutely fantastic. Even though there are some things like people ended up doing acapellas when they didn't need music, but it did all work out fine. Yeah, fine. And it's live. It's live. This is what happens when it's live. Yeah.
I love that.
What happens when it's live? And if you hear all the talk that was going on just before we was coming on now, and I was doing some Matrix thing. Yeah.
But also though, it's the feeling that the artists had because they could hear the music.
Yeah.
And we could just see them feeling the feeling. Do you know what I mean?
And that's it. And that's what it's all about. So this is a platform for new up-and-coming artists to showcase their stuff. And we'll have a little chit-chat because it is music and chat. We'll have a little chit-chat and see what's going on in the world of this new musical genres. Yay! Right, so see, that's my little excited. I don't want to shout. Yay! So let me just adjust my camera so I'm sitting down in the middle of let's move over here. Yeah. I can see everything good now. Okay, right. So we have a show lined up for you today. We've got four artists appearing on the hype today. Maxine Scott, Ezinne Nnorom. Have I said her name right?
No, Ezinne Nnorom.
Ezinne.
Emphasis on the E. Emphasis on the
Ezinne Nnorom. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. So I'm not going to be the one who has to pronounce that. 'Cause I know I'm going to pronounce that wrong every single time. Sorry, Ezinne. Sorry. Hatina. And Antonio Mcgaha. All right, we hear that one there. So there's the four artists. That's the four artists that's appearing right here on the hype today. Are you ready, people?
I'm ready.
I'm so ready. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm bubbling.
Right, so this is what I'm doing. Right, we've also got a snippet from an interview I had with MC, aka Miss Cherokee, a few months back, which is good. You're only going to get a snippet. It's a long interview, but you're going to get a snippet and see what we do behind the scenes when we're not actually in the studio presenting the show. There's a lot goes on into this, you know. This is a TV program, people, if you didn't understand. It's the channel on the YouTube channel, and we are your hosts. Yeah, we have Chris Ryder right there. We have the A-lister right there. We have T Smooth right there, and of course myself, S. Campbell, all on front of the screen. Have to big up the boss lady. Have to big up P for Soul. And Jarrell, wherever you are, big up yourself as well. The full team is inside the building. Okay, so without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Our first artist that's going to be appearing is the lovely Maxine Scott.
fish when you're next to me, yeah. Take a day out to the ocean, my baby looking golden. He love it when he next to me. No stress, I just bring good energy, yeah.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
Hi, Maxine. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you for
Hey,
having me on the
Maxine.
show.
It is not a problem. It is actually
Our
a
pleasure.
privilege.
I was
have
so
you.
in the zone then, just like watching my video. I was like, who's that? I was so into it.
Oh, so are you one of those people? Are you one of those people, right?
Yeah,
that
I
listen
don't-
to your own music, like you
Yeah.
wake up, you put on your music
More-
and you listen
yeah.
and vibes to it.
I do more than like these. So I'm writing a new EP at the moment, and everyone's been saying to me like, "Oh, what you've been listening to at the moment?" I'm like, my music. Like I have to like I don't know. It's a bit
No, do
mad.
you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, you know. I do it with my own shows. I do it with things. There's nothing wrong with it. It's you know what? It's perfecting your talent. You want to hear
Yeah.
what sounds right, what's good, what
That's
blah, blah,
it,
blah, and
yeah.
catch a little vibe to your own stuff.
Yeah. that's
Okay.
it.
So, even though this is an interview, we're
Mm-hmm.
not having it like an interview. We're just going to have a nice little chat.
That's cool.
Just a nice little
Yeah.
chat in the studio, right? Pretend
that's
that
cool.
I've just come in and I've seen you and I've just met you. I'm not chatting you up. I'm just having a little chat.
All good. All good.
Right, so Maxine Scott, everybody. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, if I have any information that is wrong here. You are 23 years of age.
I'm 24 now. Yeah.
Oh, you're 24. When was your birthday?
November. I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, you're a Scorpio.
Same as Prince Charles, November 14th.
The same as.
Well, why would you wanna
But we're not.
celebrate
We're not.
Prince
We're not celebrating Prince Charles.
No, we're not.
celebrating your
We're
one,
celebrating me. Yeah.
Your one.
It's not
He's
even
new
Prince
king.
now.
Yeah.
No, he's
Oh,
not.
King.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
King.
behind the times.
See, look, we just got endorsed by King Charles. I just want you lot to know that. Yeah. Okay, so you are from Kent.
That's right. Yeah.
Whereabouts in Kent do you hail from?
So I was born in Margate, and I'm currently living in Ramsgate, which is a small town just next to it. And I've grown up here. I moved to London to go to uni, and I lived there for 3 years, and I want to move back so bad, but I've just come back here to save a bit of money because like prices right now are crazy. And it's like, and also I'm living by the sea, so it's like I've kind of got the best of both worlds. It's an hour on the train, so I can't really complain.
Oh,
yeah.
so you're beside the seaside, beside the sea.
Yeah, I actually even half an hour ago, I was just sat by the sea and I was like, shit, I've got an interview now. I was like, oh, running home.
I was just
like,
about to ask you what you did
I was
today.
running. Oh, I was at work, and then it's right by the sea, and I was just like sitting there enjoying the sunshine, like you guys said. And I was like, someone said, oh, don't you have an interview in half an hour? And I was like, if you wouldn't have told me, wouldn't have been here. So thank you.
So we would have waited for you and seen you running.
Yeah,
into the
sorry
studio.
guys.
But it's all right.
You're
You
running-
made it. You're
running
here.
to the camera.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Not
here,
a
I'm here now.
There's not a bead of sweat on you. I might just say, and not a bead of sweat on you. Okay,
it's
so let's
fine.
get into your musical career. So obviously, I'm going to say first and foremost, I love your tracks. I love your
Thank you.
sound. Yeah,
Thank
I love
you.
your sound. Now, getting into music, when did you realize that you actually had a talent for music?
It's so weird. It's like, people, especially in the industry, they're like, oh, how long have you been singing for? And it's like, oh, a couple years, or been doing music a couple years, been playing the instrument that long. But literally, it's just ever since I was young, I just remember even being a small girl, just singing at like 6 a.m., waking my parents up. And just always I used to watch like MTV and like just the old school like chart tunes on the TV. Just remember growing up and was in all the school performances and plays and just like always did it. And like my parents are quite strict with like school and stuff, so they're like, you always have to have a plan B, always have to have plan B. But I was just like, I can't. I have to send it. And yeah, that's been it really. It's like music or the highway really.
Well, obviously, it's funny you say that, right? Because you're singer-songwriter, and get this wrong, and don't want to get this wrong. Russian and British heritage.
Yeah.
So when
yeah,
you
so
say
my
your
mum-
parents are very strict, yeah, what is it like growing up in a Russian British household in
Well,
the UK?
Yeah, it's a bit mad. It's my mom. She's been an amazing support. But yeah, it's like obviously they have. I mean, expectations from when they were kids, and it's a completely different culture, isn't it, to British culture? So education is a really big thing for them. So it was always like, you have to have a plan B, you have to get an education, whereas it's just like, I don't know, maybe I'd even be more confident as an artist if I had someone from the very beginning going, no, give it 100%, you know, like do your dream. And I'm not saying that they haven't been supportive. I'm completely grateful for my family and, you know, all the support that I've had. I wouldn't be here today, you know. But yeah, it was always like, that's why sometimes I probably even have it in myself, like, oh, I should really like make sure I can pay for rent. Whereas some artists are now like, no, you know what, music's going to be my thing and I'm going to make money from it. And maybe I'm just trying to break down that limiting belief and like, yeah, I can do it. Like, it will be possible, you know.
Well, firm believer of following your
Thank
dreams
you.
and going for
Yeah.
what you need to go to. You do have to put 100% into what you do.
Yeah.
But
Even though-
being of well, I would say immigrant families as well, we do have this importance that you're going to do this.
Yeah,
make sure you
survive.
study
It's like
abroad, make
survive.
sure you do
Yeah,
this.
it's like,
So,
yeah.
so what do they want you to be? What would they was pushing you to do? Or,
Oh, at school, you know, I did really well at like physics in A levels, and I was like, guys, oh no, A levels, sorry, GCSE. And then as soon as I went to A levels, it was like you. It was mad, and I just stopped going to school. I was just like, oh, this isn't. So I was like, well, I have to do music now. Like, nowhere else is going to accept me for uni, are they? I was like, off I go then. Like, I have to make this work. But I think they kind of saw it in me. They saw the drive, and you know that that's what I was sending it really, and I haven't stopped. And they're like, okay, like we support you fully, like, and do what you have got to do, and you know, so.
and more power to you. Good for that. So
Thank you.
music is usually a product of your environment. So like you grew up in a Russian British household, and for me example, what my parents listened to is what I started listening to until I found myself and doing other things and blah blah. What was your influences in music around when you was growing up, and you know, helped you in your musical journey so far?
Yeah, it's a weird one because obviously my mum, no musical background. My dad really, he always used to like go clubbing in London. Like he's got all the old school house records. You know, like I'm signed to Ramrock Records, which is a local like label, and Joe Wallace is married to Ashley Beadle, like one of the biggest house DJs of the time, you know, in the 90s.
Okay.
So it's like there's all connections there. But so a lot of that type of music. And I just remember the first really like introduction to soul music and R&B was I listened to Lauryn Hill's album. And the first tune, it was I Used to Love Him. And I used to just have it on CD, and it was just the vocal layers and the lyrics, and it just resonated with me so much. And I just remember playing that song on repeat
Over and over
constantly.
again.
Yeah. And it was like Lauryn Hill, then Erykah Badu. And ever since listening to them, I was just like, oh my God, this is my jam. This is it. Like, this is just what my voice sounds good in, and like resonated with the lyrics as if I'd lived it. And it's so weird because I'm not, I completely put my hands up. I'm not from that, you know, background or heritage, but I respect it so much. And I'm like, wow, I feel it in my bones. You know what I mean? Like, it just like, I just need to, so it's like, yeah.
And do you know what? That is the measure of a good artist, because it's not just about singing lyrics that's on the paper or singing. It's about feeling, and you can feel it.
100%,
And
yeah.
it is very apparent in the way that you sing your songs and the musical
thank
choice
you.
of what you're doing. Right. So
Okay.
that leads me to asking my next question, which is, what would you class your musical style as? If I had to put your music in a playlist of a genre, what would you describe it? You, not me. I would describe it. Something else. What would you describe it as?
It's hard because I have this conversation with people all the time. It's like I wouldn't like, I saw it even come up on here. It's like R&B, but I wouldn't call myself an R&B singer. Like, you know, I have got one of my girlfriends that she's doing really well in the industry right now. She's called Amethyst. She's a classic R&B artist. You know, I wouldn't call myself one. You know, I just call myself like, I take inspiration, but I'm like alternative, like new. It's like it's a sort of, I'm going into like a new soul. Not neo soul, because it's not neo, is it? It's not like classic R&B. It's like not pop. It's like a new soul. I don't know. That's what I'm just saying. So it's like, Yeah,
Well,
a
it
new
actually
style
has
was-
a genre that they call new soul. It's new soul.
Is it? Yeah, so that's
it's
what
new
I've
soul
been.
and new jazz, and it's like
Yeah,
a
new.
cross.
Yeah, I guess the Erica You Bad track is definitely like new jazz, and then the new EP that's coming out, that's a bit more pop, but it's like pop soul. So yeah, I'd say new soul, really.
So as a young emerging artist, well, and I ask artists this all the time because you have a different opinion on how the music is or where the music is right now for you. How would you find how do you find UK artists in the same genre, soul genre, the neo genre, and this coming up now? How do you find the whole scene for you musically?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it's definitely a lot about live, which I love. I love live music, and it's definitely had a come up, isn't it? Like I think well, like even the UK jazz scene, like that's just like taken over. You know, Ezra, Nubia Garcia, just that whole scene. And I was inspired at uni actually by like Tomorrow's Warriors. I joined them for a bit, so that's where my little jazz elements have come from. Like I learned the classics because I was like, again, resonated with it so much. I felt the feeling of it, so learned the tunes and like got inspired by that. So I guess like, where do I see? Is it like what am I thinking about the industry at the moment? Like in that sort
Yeah,
of.
how would you? Yeah, so you're climbing into the industry. You're getting into the industry. You going to like just popping into another question. Is that where you are?
Yeah.
Where are you at within performances and being out there on the scene actively, meeting all the artists and stuff? Where are you there?
So I'm currently like I'm so grateful to have just played the Jazz Cafe for the Global Soul Showcase, which was mad. Like that was a dream because I was literally 17. My first ever job in London, could you imagine, was at the
at
Jazz
Jazz Cafe?
Cafe.
Oh,
17
wow.
years old, coming to London. I was like, sheesh, this is mad. Working till 5 a.m. like, eyes wide open, all I can say. But it was fun times, it was like that just had an introduction to it. And I was like, I want to perform in places like this. And I got blessed to do that like 7 years later. It was like such a full circle moment. So I'm just like introducing myself slowly to the industry, like teasing people with the music. And I'm growing more into my sound as well. I think when I released the tunes that I have so far, it's been like, I'm not really sure who Maxine Scott is or what the sound is. But now I'm learning about my voice and know that I can do so much more to it. People are like, oh, you're doing all these like soft lo-fi vibes, but like, babe, you can actually sing. And I'm like, I know, but I'm just like, it's a teaser basically. And as well with the live shows, we've got a beautiful headline show in October. It's going to be like aligning with my EP. So yes, I'm slowly like just foot in the door and taking it that way.
So you said you said you're writing for your EP, or you?
Yes.
Okay. So when do you envision having?
Oh,
released-
so actually, it's like nearly finished. I mean, like we've basically written it all already. It's just finalized. It's the finalizing of the production at the moment. And it's September time, probably a few singles before then even. So it's just like I've got a single out end of June, then we're going to go August, September, singles, bam, EP, October with the headline show. So like I'm on a roll.
Okay, and keep that, and I hope that roll and that momentum keeps on going.
Keeps going, yeah,
on
thank
going,
you.
Yeah, keeps on going. Because I looked at watched a couple of videos. I like the video where, well, in fact, what song is that? I can hear this song in my head, I don't even know.
What is it? The music video?
The one that was in the video, music video.
Yeah, energy, energy.
Right, energy. You're driving down the coast. Is that coast in?
That's where I live. Yeah, that's
where
like
you live?
literally down the court. Yeah, from my house.
Right, so and I've seen these videos. So I'm just putting this out there to you. Yeah, I'm just putting this out there to you. To you doing your EP and stuff, and then I'm sure videos and stuff will come later. Yeah. If you ever do a little jazz scene in the video, yeah, and you want somebody to have a little jazz hat and the bass guitar, I am available.
Everyone's
I know
available.
T's
Who's
putting
got
his
a
hand
hand
up,
up?
but I'm available. I'm
Oh,
available.
sick. I did just record
I
a
can do
video
the
yesterday,
nodding.
guys. Too late to the party.
Oh,
But definitely next one. Definitely next one.
Okay.
I'm
All
on
right.
that.
So now you was talking about you're releasing little pieces and you're teasing. Now I know that this is an interview, and I was a little bit saddened because I thought you was actually going to do a performance as well. So as you're not doing a performance here, is there any chance you can give us a little teaser anyway, a cappella?
I can give you a teaser.
Yeah.
What of a news track?
Oh, not even a new track. Just your voice. I
Just
want
your
people to
voice.
hear your voice. The smooth, jazzy sounding voice that you have. I want people to hear your voice. No pressure.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
pressure.
Okay. So this is a new tune called "New to This." It's going to be coming out June the 30th, and we just recorded a video for it yesterday. So I'll give you a little teaser of the chorus. If that's all cool?
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
Okay. Sorry, I just got to hear myself.
Okay.
Take your time with me. I'm a little new to this. Say, baby, take your time. 'Cause I get a little shy. Just wait for me to come by.
Look.
Yay!
I was getting ready to. I was getting
Yeah,
ready to.
I was just about to get up and do my signature move.
That is some vocals right there.
Thank you.
Wow.
Serious vocals.
Wow.
Serious.
Oh, thank
Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. And do you know what? I hope and wish all the best for
Thank
you.
you so
Yeah.
much.
Absolutely.
And I will look to the EP's coming out in October, as you say, and I will be looking forward to that. And
Thank
and albums to come.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
One thing, and I don't mean to say this as any kind of disrespect to any
Yeah,
artist,
no, all good, all
right?
good.
But there's artists that I believe they come along and they have a voice and they have a style and they have a flow and your music is good and they do it for a little while and then they just disappear. New artists I'm talking about just disappear. Don't.
okay.
Longevity in the game is the
Yeah.
thing that gets you where you need to be.
100%.
Yeah.
No, I
And
still want to be like 50 busting Erica You Bad on the stage, you know what I mean? To, like on my tours.
That's the attitude. That is the attitude. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Why not?
That is
Why
the
not?
attitude. That is the attitude. Well, absolutely fantastic having you here on the hype.
Thank you so much for
Maxine.
having
Yeah.
me, guys.
Oh,
Thank you
it's
for the
been-
teaser. I'm looking
Thank
forward to
you.
the next
Oh, no
tracks.
problem.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh,
You're
guys,
welcome.
guys, anything you want to know before I?
Yeah. Could I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Who owns that Triumph? Because I want that Triumph convertible in my garage.
Oh, it's such a beautiful car. And you know what? He didn't even charge at all. He was like, you know what? You only used it for like 30 minutes. Cool.
Wow.
Have it for free. And I was like, you know what? It was blessed. You know, it was beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it took me back to my first car.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a beautiful car. Wait till
Oh,
the
so-
next video. It's even better. Can't
Say,
wait.
look-
You borrow my car.
It's all right because I've got driving license as well, so we don't need to do the jazz tour. If you need a driver, I've got
Get a
different.
whole
I've got-
band together, guys.
yeah.
Yeah, we're the band. We're the band. Look at you.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
band right
you're
there.
the band.
We'll be your
Definitely,
backup dancers.
Well, thank you very much, Maxine. It's been an absolute pleasure having you. Yeah, having
you
you,
so
and I
much.
can't wait
Thank
for the
you.
music. Yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
thank you so much. Bless. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, see you in the future. Take care,
Bye.
Maxine.
Take
Much
care.
love.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, absolutely fantastic.
Wow.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that teaser
lovely
got me
lady.
there, you know. That teaser got me.
Yeah, she's
the
good.
Voice. Oh,
She's
wow.
really, really, really good.
So
She
big
should have
shout,
done live. She should
big
have
shout
done
to
live.
those of you inside the chat room. Yeah, Carl Jason said yes, it's me. Lampflower, great platform. Love this. Hi Jay. Two step naturally. P for soul in there. Can I even see anybody? The rest. It's
Yeah,
moving quick.
Carl Jason says awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, boys.
Lorraine Everett, good evening. Silverhawk, good evening. You know what? What I need every single one of you there, especially that come on onto the platform, is to do three things. Yeah? Like, subscribe, and share. Or subscribe, like, and share. Let's do the subscribe first. Make sure you subscribe so when it comes on, when we're on, you are notified and you be there. Help us build up the channel because it is the hype. Okay. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Right, so what do we have next? As we keep it rolling.
Yeah.
So, I know what we have next. I have to hand over the baton to Mr. T Smooth, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, Sean. Oh, what a lovely lady, Maxine. I'm looking forward to the singles and the EP in October. You know, we might sneak her into the hype and have her do an EP launch as well. That would
You know
be
me?
nice. Right. What I've got for you is we've got, as Sean said earlier on, we've got a basket full of wonderful artists coming in. We've got Ezinne Nnorom still to come. We've also got Antonio Mcgaha, and we have the lovely Atina as well to come all on the hype within the space of time that we're going to be entertaining you. So what we're going to do, we're going to play a little. Is Ezinne ready and waiting for us? Yeah,
I think
ladies?
so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she in the green room. So what we're going to do, we're going to play we're going to play a little intro to introduce you to the lovely Ezinne.
Can I get someone over? Can I get someone over? Can I get someone over? Just you and me, one-on-one.
Hey, good
Hello.
Ezinne.
Hi, you guys. I am
Hi.
phenomenal. How are you guys doing?
Oh,
I'm
we're
good. How are you?
we're all good. We're all
We're
good.
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 Lovely to see you again.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you, T, and
I know.
everybody.
Last we spoke, I think it was actually just over a year ago that we were
I know.
sharing the same space together.
Time
We're
goes
sharing-
way too fast.
It really does. It really does. So how are you? How's things been going? Oh,
Everything's good. I'm excited to be here. I was grooving to Maxine. I like her vibe. I was just excited to see and be here. So thank you guys.
yeah, lovely. And
It's a
we've got to say,
privilege.
Jen, she's looking very lovely today.
Thank
Looking very
you.
summery
Very,
for us.
very.
I appreciate it.
So, Ezinne, what we're going to do, we're going to go straight in and we're
Okay.
going to have a little background about you. Then we're going to feature something from your new album. Then we're going to talk about your new album. And I've got some lovely questions for you. Well, first of all,
All
just
right.
tell the audience a little bit about yourself. What first got you into the music?
Absolutely. So, hey, everybody. Ezinne Nnorom. I'm so excited to be here. I'm originally from Denver, Colorado, where I was born and raised. And I have my dad is from Nigeria, so I have a Nigerian background roots. And as far as music, my whole family has been in music for a long time. As far as singing, we get together and do talent shows and stuff growing up. I've kind of been in the background, but as I got older in high school and stuff, I started to do plays and stuff like that, be in the choir, and I just have always been around music and singing, so yeah.
So you put yourself in a position where you're sharing that family vibe onto the live stage performance at school and stuff.
Yeah, of
great.
course.
So with all that, like you said, you and the family who had all the musical background going on. What was your? It'd be interesting. You must have an eclectic mixture of music coming from Nigeria, US side. What were your musical inspirations?
I would have to start off with gospel. So like growing up, my mom and my grandmother always was in church. And so she was a part of the praise team, praise leader. So I had the opportunity to see her every Sunday, get everybody excited and, praise God and stuff like that. So I really would have to say it started there. Just seeing my mom and grandmother sing together, my aunts and uncles perform all over the city in Denver. And so, it just became a natural thing. And that's just something I enjoy to do.
Now that must be a very inspirational process to go see mum and grandma as well, 2 generations. And,
Yes.
Up there doing that musical thing. It makes you just want to do the same thing because, as you said, you were excited watching them doing it and stuff.
Right.
So with that as your background, was that part and parcel involved in your creative process? What is your creative process for your songwriting?
For me, it all is like when I was growing up and started to write my own songs, I used to listen to songs that were already existing. And I don't know if you guys remember like handheld cassette tapes. I would record myself.
Yes. They will. Them old puts will remember.
Oh, okay, so we vibing.
Yeah. we there.
We here. But no, I used to literally block out the current artist and kind of just get in my own vibe and create my own, little swag to the songs that were already existing. And I would record myself using a handheld tape recorder and write down the lyrics. So for me, I give all praise and shout out to the DJs and producers who create those, tracks. For me, that's where it starts. I have to vibe to a beat and really feel, and that's where the energy and the thoughts, the melodies start to come into play for me, and that's how I start to draft songs. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So the fact that you said you like to cover artists, if there was an artist who you could collaborate with or share a stage with right now, who would that be? Yeah.
Wow, that is a really phenomenal question. I said some different names last time, but it's always going to be another person within the same realm. I would say Ari Lennox. I think Ari Lennox has been doing a phenomenal job.
She just murdered London the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, she is a phenomenal performer. She's from the DMV area where I currently reside, and she just has a vibrance about herself, a natural vibrancy, and I feel I can connect with that. Yeah, so I would say Ari.
Very inspirational and positive young lady.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Ezinne hasn't just come. She has been around for a little while. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think your first single came out in 2015. Get Home was your first single?
Get Home was my first single. So like I said, I have been writing songs, but I was keeping it to myself. I was a little shy, and I'm still discovering and getting over that side of me. But yeah, back then I was like, I'm gonna just put it out, see what happens, see what people think. If I'm gonna do it, just do it. And people started to like it, and I was like, okay, let's go ahead and see what else we can create.
We've been liking your stuff for a little while, because you've been putting out, you put out a single in 2015, then you put out another one in 2018, then you put another single in 2019, then we had your first album in 2020, Water Sign?
Water Sign. So I'm a Pisces. How that came about is just, Pisces are emotional. Those songs that I was writing were relating to, being emotional and stuff like that. And I was like, why not name it Water Sign?
All right. And now you have a brand new album out called Sounds, which I did feature on my show on Thursday as a 3 from 1 and now nominee into Album of the Year coming up later in the year. But before we get involved into that, we're going to play a little music video for you.
Okay.
Can I get someone over? Can I get someone over? Can I get someone over?
Wow.
Wow.
I'm getting some one-on-one going on right there.
Jamming,
What a
jamming.
tune.
You
That's
know?
wow.
I was still there. I was still there.
Wow, I can't believe that was almost 2 years. 2 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's still a jam today. Still a jam
Thank
today.
you.
And you look exactly the same. You look exactly the same.
Yeah, no change.
Is that a good thing or is it a bad thing?
Yeah, it's
Good
a wonderful
thing.
thing.
Okay.
We're coming over to use some of that water. Okay, so we're going to go into your brand new album.
Okay.
Sounds. My first question is, since the release of your last album, Water Sign, and this album here, has your writing process changed between the two albums?
Well, you know what? I was like, I need to challenge myself to write a little bit more of variety type of songs. I was getting into the habit of writing songs about guys and guys doing what y'all do sometimes. And heartbreak and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to just challenge myself to talk about more things. So that's one of the things that I did different from this project and from the next was focusing on different topics.
Yeah, I could hear that because I've listened to the album a few times, and I had a question about the album.
Okay.
There's a certain journey going on in that album. When I listened to the album, there's certain little storylines. Were they live performances or stories shared amongst your peers and friends? Because you got Fly Guy, More, Honeydew. The lyrics in those tunes alone, if you put them together, I'm thinking, what was Ezinne thinking on this album? Where was she going on this journey? So, was there a specific journey in this particular Sounds album?
I could say it's a mixture. I know with More, I know a lot of people could relate with the whole pandemic and a whole bunch of things that were going on, people losing jobs or the uncertainty. And, you just like, there got to be something more to this situation. So that's what More is really all about. I've experienced, defeat, heartbreak, all that, especially during that time. So that's where that came from. Fly Guy is more so of a different dynamic of reversing roles in a sense. When you see somebody that you're attracted to, sometimes there's a stigma of women approaching men or, that kind of thing. But in Fly Guy, yeah, it's about a female, seeing what she likes and saying, can we talk?
Yep. We need some of that Fly Guy vibe right here.
Yeah.
You can road test it in the room right now if you want to.
And all of you guys are Fly Guys, you got your hats and, y'all fly. So.
And we don't have no trouble talking to women.
We absolutely have not. I'm going to ask my love.
Guys, you need to talk to yourself. I'm quite shy when it comes to talking to ladies.
Shut up, ladies.
He's probably the main one. He's the
He's the
leader.
main one.
You got his number, innit? You got his number.
100%. Ezinne, when you're not doing music, what is your most favorite thing to do?
You know what? I would say food. I'm a foodie. I love to eat, and I love to attempt to. I think I could cook. People would say I'm a good cooker, but I like to try different recipes and stuff like that. I'm into health and wellness and stuff as well. So I would say food and creativity, other art and stuff.
So we're going out on our first date. I'm coming to you for dinner.
If you buy, I cook.
I have no problem with that. I'm a foodie too. So, Ezinne, so what's next? What's next for you? Are you doing any sort of any live performance schedule? Any plans to come over here to the UK and share your talent?
Oh my gosh, I would love to come to the UK. Me and some people on my team were talking about that, and that's one of my biggest challenges is live performances. Like I haven't really got on the stage and really rocked it like I would love to. So I really just need to put some stuff on the schedule, see, where I can go perform. But UK, I definitely got to come out there because you guys show me so much love.
Yeah, because you've got a very interesting catalogue of music which will definitely captivate a good crowd. And
Thank you.
I think it's well overdue. So promoters, if you're out there listening, Ezinne Nnorom is waiting to fly.
Book me up, I'm ready.
Absolutely. So with that in mind, tell us, where can listeners find you and your music?
Yeah, so you can find my music on all social media platforms. Most popular platforms are Apple Music, Spotify, and then you can catch me on Instagram, Facebook. I try to be more interactive with people that are following me, and just share different content, motivational, positive content outside of music as well. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. So this shy Piscean lady is no longer shy. She's now on the
Yeah.
hype, and she's now the next big thing coming over to the UK.
Yes.
Ezinne, we want to thank you. Unless the guys, have you got any questions you want to ask this lovely Ezinne?
Yeah.
I'm just
You've got
staring into her
Making me
eyes.
nervous. No
you got the
question.
mesmerising.
You're making me nervous. I've usually got more talk. I'm just.
I'm about to start sweating and stuff over here.
No, there definitely was. What it was, I would have gone even quicker, but my mic was off.
Okay.
So, but what I do want to ask you is that when you come to London, please make sure that I know, because I'm going to be front row when you arrive. Wherever you perform, I'm going to be front row.
I appreciate that. So A-list is on the A-list. I got you down already.
All right.
It's written down. It's written down already. It's written down
You got
already.
the proof right here.
That's right. And that's coming from the shy one, you know.
You see, that's the thing. You can tell he's definitely the shy one.
Right.
Ezinne, it's been an absolute pleasure being with you
Thank
again, and
you.
thank you for taking time to spend some time with us here on The Hype. And we look forward to featuring your album on our specific shows. And tell the listeners the name of your album is.
The name of my new album is Sounds. It's a variety of different sounds. This project, I wanted to just be more upbeat. And you never know, I might have a Sounds Part 2 where, we get some more slow jams. But for now, go check out Sounds and tell me what you think.
There you go, folks.
Okay.
The lovely Ezinne Nnorom. Thank you so much.
Thank
And we
you,
look forward to having you
guys.
back
Thank
on
you,
The Hype
Ezinne.
soon.
Absolutely.
Always,
Ezinne.
thank you. Have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Take care, darling. Wow. And I liked how she had the matching cerise colour with us, and me and Sean anyway.
Yeah.
She was matching our colour, matching our vibe,
Yeah, so I don't know about you there on the A list, They don't know about the A list,
She just got it right. She just got it right. She just got it right.
We're not hating.
You know
We're
what
not
I mean?
hating. We're just hating. We're not hating. We're just hating.
No, it's all in the name. It's all in the name.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got so much to squeeze in on The Hype this evening. We have a next feature that we like to keep you all on the pulse of what's going on here on The Hype. So I'm gonna actually give you some updates on a couple of gigs that I've been to and some future gigs that you should check out in the very near future. Okay, this is our entertainment and concert guide. Right, this is our first time, so it's live, so anything can happen, but hopefully it won't. We're going to kick off with gigs that I've been to so far since last time we was on The Hype. The 11th of May, I went to see this young lady, Michonne.
Don't matter, 'cause that I got another chance. Every day, thrown away, and I must have
Lovely, and that was at the Pizza Express down in Holborn on the 11th of May. Mishan performed 14 songs, and I just happened to be in the very front row, but just on the wrong side. I was right beside the saxophone, man. And but the performance on the night was off the chain. Listen, I've just got to tell you, when these independent artists come over, you should make the opportunity and go to their live performances, because they're so humble when they come over. And as I said, she performed 14 songs from her vast catalogue of music. So if you've not checked out Michonne Young, do so. And she's got a new album she released about 6 weeks ago. Do check that out. After Michonne, I did not get the memo on this one. I would never have missed it. We had Ari Lennox was at the Hammersmith Apollo on the 15th and 16th of May. How I missed that, I don't know. Maybe that's how busy T-Smooth's schedule has been. But hey, I understand she's put on some sterling performances. She's now back in the US. But from what I've heard, her performances were spot on. She was a consummate professional. And from the latter, she looked real fine, if I may say so myself. That picture there was one of the outfits she wore on one of her shows. And I'm just sorry I missed the show. I'm just sorry I missed it. Ari, come back soon. I was invited down to the Folklore in Hackney on the 17th of May, where I went to see James Aaron. And
I'm here now, I swear. Can I convince you that I'm not an addict? I know sometimes I'm moving like I'm static. My actions proving like I'm just sporadic. Oh, the comments on my pic don't mean a thing. Oh, the money on my mind, it ain't a thing. Oh, the comments on my pic don't mean a thing. Oh, the money on my mind, it ain't a thing. Yeah. You really put it on me, but I gave you air. Now the stress is all up in you. Were not my focus.
James Aaron, that was a live take from Folklore down there in Hackney. And it seems like North London seems to be taking up all the concerts that's going on at the moment, because you're going to have a summer filled with gigs to come, and that was just one of them. James Aaron, if you've not checked out his stuff, do so. He's got some quality. The guy's got some tonsils on him. He's got some tones, and it's definitely worth checking out. On the same day I went to see James Aaron, I understand Beyonce launched a Renaissance tour that kicked off at Cardiff on the 17th. She also went to Edinburgh on the 20th and Sunderland on the 23rd. And from the 29th through to the 4th, tonight's her last concert down in Tottenham, London. And most of my nieces and nephews, their faces when they came back was like they just, they got the icing on the cake. They were very happy they saw their Beyonce. And I've seen the clips from them. I was going to share, but the quality wasn't all that. But Beyonce, she put it on. She gave a concert that was, I know it's going to resonate with their minds for the rest of their lives. This is the best one they've ever been to.
But best Beyonce concert or best concert?
Yeah, best concerts that they've been to. The Beyonce performances, the dances, and the whole stage show, they were just mesmerised by it always. The fact she could sing as well live, she never mimed nothing, but the stage performance, the presence and everything, it was outstanding. Very memorable. Mm-hmm. And I've had that from the elders and the youngsters. They said, yep, spot on. Yeah. Spot on. Well done, Beyonce. Another concert, I don't know how we missed this one, guys. Cleo Sol. She was at the Royal Albert Hall on the 25th and the 28th of May. And I've seen one and two little comments about it, and I heard it was off the chain. It was a full orchestrated type of performance with harps and all that. I just can't believe I missed that. Cleo, if you're listening, don't sneak in next time. Come by the Hype and let everybody know that you're coming, because Royal Albert Hall it's a big venue. And
it's a big venue.
It was jammed to the rafters. But the thing is, 4 guys were missing. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
We weren't there. We weren't there. So Cleo Sol, congratulations, well done, and I hope you do come back soon. that's the gigs that have happened that I've not, well, I'll say we should have been to or I've been to. And now I'm going to tell you about future gigs that you should look out for on your socials and your calendars, especially for this month. Let me see. The 7th of June, you've got Hill Street Soul Gigs promotion is presenting Hill Street Soul. She's going to be at the Birmingham Hare and Hound Kings Heath on the 7th of June. And she's also going to be in Manchester Band on the Wall on the 9th of June. And the 11th of June, she's down here in London at the Jazz Cafe. So that's the Soul Gigs promotion, Hill Street Soul, if you've not seen her live. And she's also going to have special guests. I believe it's is it Alvin Fraser and Noel Gordine will also be appearing at those performances. So definitely
interesting. That's nice.
Value for money in those ones, you know. So check that out. On the 10th of June, also down at the Jazz Cafe, there's a young independent artist. A lot of you may not know about him. He's a guy named Rory. If you get the opportunity to check out this guy, he's an independent artist. He's well talented. Check him out. He's at the Jazz Cafe on the 10th of June. 24th of June, you've got the Global Soul Takeover. That's going to be at the Donna Bar down there in Stoke Newington. Kicks off at 7 p.m. You've got Krishwana, who's the headliner, doing an EP launch. No, you've got 2nd of July. That's the other. Oh yeah, they've got another one, the 2nd of July as well. Wow, Global Soul Showcase. Here's the notice on that one. Yeah. Yeah, they've got two. They've got the Global Soul Showcase coming up on the 2nd of July, and they've also got the Global Soul just before that on the 24th of June at the Donna Bar, Stoke Newington at 7 p.m. Krishwana, Amethyst, who you just heard Maxine talk about, Daniela D, and Carl Benjamin, all performing at the Donna Bar in Stoke Newington on the 24th of June. On the 2nd of July, you've got a choice. You've got the Global Soul Jazz Cafe at Camden Town with Jazz Callis, Story, Melonix, Shea Universe, Ayana, and Benny Atlas. That's the one that just popped up just a little while ago. That's on the 2nd of July at the Jazz Cafe. Also, if you want American independent artist, P.J. Morton. He's in a solo piano performance at the Bushy Hall in Shepherd's Bush. Another Soul Gigs presentation. Definitely. If I was here, I'll be front and center for that one. P.J. Morton, solo piano show. The guy is talented. And to wrap things up, you've got on the 10th of July, my girl. She's going to be at the Eastern Curve Gardens. Myself and Chris Ryder will be going down there. Ego LMA and Laura Roy. They are going to be together at the Dalston Eastern Curve Gardens on the 11th of July. Do not miss that one. And if you want to see the hype guys, we'll be there. You know, you can come and say hi. And that wraps up the gig guide for the hype for this month.
And see, now that means my diaries are now full up, because I will be attending these functions. Even between whatever I'm doing, yeah, I'm not gonna go abroad, fellas. I'm just gonna stay and come and do the concert thing. Yeah,
I'll give you a little sneak. Sadly, I can't go to any because I'm going over to the US next week, and but while I'm out there, I'll still be doing my work in the hype. I'll be in Philadelphia, and I'm linking up with a few surprises, which you will see hopefully if we can get the technology working on the hype. So look out for that, folks.
We definitely will. Right. Now, I did an interview with MC, aka Cherokee, way back in January. I think it was January. And we had a good long talk. The interview was a long interview. So I did promise to give you a snippet of what we were having a chit-chat about. This is what she looks like. No, not now. This is what she used to look like. She don't look like that no more. And when I'm looking at the picture though, I can still see the resemble. I still see the resemble. Now, isn't she lovely? Isn't that a cute little girl?
She's gonna kill you.
That's a cutie. That's a cutie. That's a cutie. That's cute. If it makes her, if she says anything and it makes her feel any kind of way, I will put up one of the pictures of me when I was around that age, and then she'll have nothing to worry about. I am telling you. But that's not gonna happen because she's cool, and I'll tell you, she's an absolutely fantastic young lady, absolutely fantastic, and I'm glad to see that now she is actually coming out and doing a few performances and stuff. So let us just give you a snippet on our conversation and what we did catch up with in the hype.
Well, I was in Brixton for a little while. But then I moved to Camberwell. I was in Camberwell for pretty much. I moved in different places in Camberwell. I did about 5 years in Peckham as well, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, I love South.
Sorry, did you say you enjoyed Peckham?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I said it. And what? Don't make the whole of Pecknam come to you now, bud.
I'm not. I'm just asking the question. That's all I'm doing. I'm just asking the question. Don't nobody to come and look for me and say, "What you say about Peckham?"
And it. Yeah, I got the whole of Peckham behind me, so it's all good. But yeah.
That's funny.
So she will be on the hype.
Peckham, you know.
Peckham, you know. The whole word is in Nam, you know. Nam.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna say no more. I'm not gonna say no more. Yeah. So from Birmingham to Peckham, right? That's what I'm saying. But she will be here on the 2nd of July. In the next hype show, so she will be here live and direct, and you'll hear more from her live. So I think this concludes the first half of the show. And we will take a little break, and we will come back for the second half. So don't you lot go anywhere. Keep it right there. Do remember, if you've come into the room, thanks. A shout's going out to Sugar Ray. Shouts going out to Floyd. Shouts going out to Chi Chi, who would always have a comment to say. I am not rude. We are nice in SE15 Peckham, by the way. That's a different conversation for a different day.
I forgot she comes from that way.
Yeah, I forgot
she comes from that way, innit?
Yeah, she's a southeastern.
So that's the thing. Who else is popped up in there? Shouts going out to the Neo and Indie Musical Shootout guys. Shouts going out to Danny G, Renique Blue. Nice to have you all along. Please subscribe, like, and share. That is all we ask. So right now we're going to take a little musical interlude. Am I right, A-lister? Is your finger on the button?
Yes, I think we are going to take a musical interlude. And is it a break that we're going to be having now? For I don't know how long is it? How long is it for? Because I'm raring to go.
You play the whole night if you go the whole way.
Yeah, exactly. So, is this? We're playing our four. Are we playing our 4 tracks now? Or isn't that late? That's later.
That's later. Yeah.
So we're having isn't the ad going to be played now? Even though I do like to see myself on screen.
This guy.
Well, just play, or should we be a 5 minute break, 10 minute break, 5 minute break, and then while we sort out the green room and come right back at you. Yeah.
All right, let's play.
If you've just come into the room, welcome along to the hype. It is just an interlude. We haven't finished yet. We've got more for you. See you after this. That means press play, A-lister.
Me?
And tears cover my face. I cry from my heart and skin. Or do you still hear me when I pray? Does it feel like I'm alone now? It feels like you left me a long time. Oh, feels like everyone around me lives outside. Just stay inside my home. Take me as I am now. Twist and turn it around. Oh, my heart is you require as long as you don't ever let it go. And let it fall into say it to myself. How many questions would I ask but not answer? Who I am if no one else? So all we got is interaction. The first words that we exchange. How will I make sure you remember who I am if my face were to change? I ain't picture perfect. Too close. Do you see him lurking? On my flaws. For that I am certain. Please don't run. I'm still a person. I learn about forgiveness, not just to others but myself. And it's something I can teach on. It freed me from everybody else. Things they should have warned us in this thing we call life. No one gives you answers, only what you find. For the girl whose heart broken, I'll give you part of mine. I'd rather you hold than watch a tear from your eye. Try your eyes. Try your eyes. Try your eyes. And I learn about forgiveness, not just to others but myself. And it's something I can teach on. It freed me from.
So we are back on the other side for the second part of the show, and I am excited. I mean, the first half has been brilliant, and the second half is going to be even better. How about that? So, coming up for the second half of the show, we have two artists coming up. I won't name them. I'll wait until they come on, and then I'll name them because it spoils a surprise. And we've got competition as well. Chris Ryder has got a competition for those. So, guys, get your pen and your paper ready because you're going to need it for Chris Ryder. And then we're going to have our top 4 tracks, but I played one of them already. And yeah, and that's going to be the second half of the show. Looking forward. So I'm going to pass it over to the able Mr. Chris Ryder, and I won't say what comes after that.
Thank you. Now, you know what? There's certain times in life when you meet people, and you know when your spirit just takes to certain people, it's just got like a warm soul. This particular young lady here, right, is exactly that. I was only supposed to do a quick test with her, and I could have spoken for the whole day with her. Lovely soul. Let's bring forward Ezinne to the stage.
Sometimes we don't always make the best choices, no. And I've had my share of love and bad relationships. When you approached me, I wasn't.
Ezinne, welcome.
Hey,
welcome along. Hey.
Ezinne,
How are you?
Oh, I like your energy already.
Oh, thank you.
Great having you on the platform.
Oh, Chris, you're too sweet. I love it.
I'll try, you know. You got the shy one over there. I wouldn't say I'm that shy, but...
No? Okay. Who's shy? Because I was watching the show. At people. I'm just saying... Oh.
I'm the shy one.
Are you? Oh.
Yes.
The one with
yes.
the Barry White.
Unapologetically shy.
What?
See, look, don't let somebody come and steal your lyrics. Don't.
What?
He's stealing your lyrics. He's stealing them.
I borrowed it.
Unapologetically soulful. Okay. Hopefully. Okay. So you are shy? No, I don't think so. But okay.
You see, she's got your.
Everybody's got your number, A-lister. Everybody's got your number.
I know.
I
don't mind people having my number.
You see. Anyway, okay, you've got like from what I can see, you got like 4 projects in. If there are more, you can let me know. You got authentically you, authentically me, self-entitled Hatina, like a butterfly, and elements of a real man. Any more?
Yeah, that's it. And some singles here and there in between.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, I am feeling the single that you put out. Do you know what I mean? I did tell you that the other day anyway.
Yes, you did.
That's
You
nice.
did.
Yeah,
You
that
did.
was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, which
So,
one?
Love
I
hurts.
can't remember.
Love
Love
Hurts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
cheeky. Very cheeky.
yeah, it was a collab between me and Manny, and
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you about all that, how that came about. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's taken off. I tell you.
Mm.
And it should do, because what you've done on it, it's a very popular tune for people who don't know. But what
Yeah,
you've
I did
actually
not know
done,
the song. I was like,
come
what?
on.
I'm sorry.
Listen,
I
it
did
is
not.
a popular. It is a
I am
popular
just
tune.
being real. I was like, I don't know who this is. I don't think so. Is this before my time? I don't know.
Okay, well, for people who don't know the song, when you do hear the song,
Yeah,
then you will
they
understand
recognize
what I'm
it straight
saying.
away. Mm.
Do you know what I mean? It's a very,
Yeah,
very nice
it's
track.
great. It's a great song.
Okay. So tell me about early Athena.
Early.
Well, I'm not saying early. Let's say, okay, we know that generally church normally starts most people's career, 'cause that's where they
Yeah.
start to.
Yeah, no, not me.
Okay, so what I want to know is, where did you basically say to yourself, or what actually triggered you? Where did you think
Oh,
to
wow.
yourself, I can do this?
Well, I was probably about middle school. I've always
Okay.
loved music and dance. I've always been in
Right.
dance. Dance was my main thing at
Yeah.
that time. I'd started dancing from
Mm.
the time I was like 5, right? So, um, ended up doing a lot of talent shows and stuff throughout school and stuff. And I had a family member, a couple other people would tell me all the time, you know what, you should sing. You have a really great voice.
Mm.
And I never really thought about it. I just love music, right?
Yeah.
And I would mimic the different artists that I loved at that time. So when it came time to get to high school, my mom found out about a performing arts high school, and it was in LA. And so she was like, maybe you can audition. And she thought I was going to go for dance. And I
Okay.
said, oh, maybe I'll just go for music. I'll go ahead and go for it and just try it,
Mm.
And that's what I did. I didn't even think about the audition after that. I just went in, did my thing. I did Wishing on a Star by Rose
Wow, big
Royce.
tune, big tune.
Yeah, at that
Mm.
time. And then I did Dress You Up by Madonna. 'Cause back then,
Okay.
Interested?
Madonna was like a really big part of my life at that time. I loved Madonna. I love me some Madonna. And they said I had to do 2 very different songs, so that's what I did, right? So I went in there, jumped in there, did that, didn't think about it, and next thing I know, I made it. And I was like, "What?" And the rest is history. I mean, I have
Amazing.
I have loved music ever
So,
since. I have been
suppose that surprised your
writing.
mum as well, yeah?
Yes, it did. She was like, "What?"
Must have
I
done.
thought you were going for dance. What happened?
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's cool.
it was really awesome for that to happen that way, because I
Mm.
didn't really have any experience singing or performing in front of people like that when it came to music,
Okay.
just dance. So
Yeah,
I I
natural. Definite
I
natural.
mean, it worked.
Mm.
And I mean, it's rest is history, y'all. I've loved writing and performing ever since.
Okay, so you mentioned obviously one of your influences is Madonna. So who else?
Oh yeah.
Obviously you said
Oh wow.
Madonna, but I
that
mean
was slipped out.
yeah, that was left of field really. That one.
Yeah, I know, right? You're like, what? Um, you know what? So many. So I have a lot, but
Yeah.
some of the main ones I would say would be Aretha Franklin, Anita Baker, um, Jill Scott, Erica Badu. I love neo soul music.
Mm.
And man, Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway,
Yeah.
Layla Hathaway. So it's
Mm.
real, just a real span of artists that I really love, and I love jazz. So some George Benson,
Mm.
uh, Bonnie James, so different
Okay.
different
Yeah.
artists like that. I
Mm.
love music, so
Okay.
yeah.
So similar question to I think Sean asked it earlier. if you had to do a collab, who would you like to collab with right now?
Man, uh, let's see. That's a hard one.
That sounds like a lot.
Yes. Wow. Bonnie James.
Oh, Bonnie
Definitely.
James.
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
love Bonnie James.
Yeah. I know his music is
Yeah,
so soulful. I
yeah.
love
Yeah.
it. Um, Jill Scott, of course, and Kevin Ross. Oh my God.
Mm.
I'll die.
Ooh.
Very jazzy vibe.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh,
Yeah.
yes,
yeah,
Kevin
yeah,
Ross
yeah.
and Anthony David. I would love to do a show with
Okay.
him. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I love his
yeah.
voice. So
Actually, I haven't heard
yeah,
anything from Anthony David for a while, have we?
I
No,
know, I
yeah.
know,
Yeah,
I know. We need to tell him to wake up so he can come
yeah,
and do a show with
yeah.
me. I'm just saying, we might do something. We get together. So
So
come
you
on
tell,
with it.
yeah, you told me that you use a couple of producers. So what's your writing process? Do you like doing tracks and sending it to them? They send you tracks and you just try and
Oh
figure it
yeah,
out.
I'm not a musician like that. I could dibble dabble on the keyboard a little bit. I know the scales. I learned that kind of stuff when I was in school, but
Right.
um, music is math, and I don't like math. So he's just, I just didn't do too well with me. But it's okay because I have a perfect pitch, and I've got
Right.
I've got
Okay.
Yeah.
got a good ear. So I could find melodies and figure out
Mm.
things like that. But for the most part, the producers would send me tracks, and I would, if I'm feeling it, if it's really really vibing with me, then I can write to it with no problem. So that's pretty much the way the process has been, and
Okay.
you know,
So as far as your career's gone so far, is there anything you feel you could have done more to enhance your career, or things that you wouldn't have done that you do now? I don't know.
gotten married. No, I'm just kidding. No, don't
Oh,
quote me on
What's
that.
that you've done
I
or you
like that.
wouldn't do?
No,
You got to be clear about that one.
Yeah, you got to be specific. You got to be specific.
wow.
So there's no confusion.
no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. There's nothing wrong with marriage, but life has happened with me, and it kind of
Slow the process.
slow. Right, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I
But
get you.
but I don't regret it because
Yeah.
I feel like I've I've become a lot more seasoned. I've changed a lot as an artist and as a
Right.
performer. My voice has changed a lot too. So
Mm.
it's things like that. I always kept that going. I never stopped singing ever,
Right.
but I think that when I decided to hit music full force and not stop,
Mm.
when my circumstances changed, I said, all of a sudden all these doors started
Yeah.
opening, and I
Okay.
was like, okay, clearly to me what I'm being what's the message that I'm seeing and I'm receiving is
Mm.
this was your time at this time.
This time.
Back then it wasn't, but now
100%.
it is, so that's the way I see it.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
All right. So one of my favorite tracks from you is a track called "My Sunshine."
Oh,
Now
Yeah, love
I'm
that
led to
tune.
believe that you wrote that for your son.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the video. Have you seen the video?
I've seen the
Yeah,
video. I've
yeah.
seen the video.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful tune. I love it.
Thank
But then
you.
again, a lot of your stuff isn't my speed anyway.
Okay.
As we get to certain age in life, we like to slow it down a bit.
A little bit, just a little bit.
And that's where you're at, So it suits me just fine.
All right
Right.
now.
Right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions,
Okay.
right? And give people more of an understanding of who Tina is, etc., etc. So
Okay.
my first question is obviously a simple one, which is, what is your star sign?
What is my
Star sign.
my
Your
sign?
sign.
Oh, Scorpio, I think.
Ooh.
I don't pay attention to that stuff. What does this mean?
You got a sting in the tail,
What?
basically.
Huh?
You got a sting in the tail. You're a Scorpio, yeah?
Yeah, okay. What was that
All right.
reaction? No, I don't.
No.
It's a
no,
good
all
reaction.
good. It's
Oh,
good.
okay.
It's good.
It's a good thing with the Scorpio
It's good.
sting. It's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Okay. Okay.
Right, apple or orange juice?
Oh, apple or orange juice? Oh, orange juice.
Orange juice. Worst food ever.
Worst food ever. Oh, escargot.
Ooh, escargot.
Yeah,
Escar-
no,
oh.
that. That
Oh,
that had to go. That was
oh,
not. That didn't go too well with me.
You know what? I wouldn't have even tried
So
it.
there's a story behind that one.
yeah, it
I
must be.
would not. I wouldn't even have tried it. Put it that
Oh
way.
well, I'm very cultural. I like to try stuff, but I'll know if
Mm,
it ain't working for me. No,
mm.
I had to listen
Um,
not.
clearly there because I thought you said curry goat. I was just about to be upset.
Oh no, I like curry.
right. Favorite fruit.
Favorite fruit, watermelon.
Watermelon. Okay.
Mm,
Favorite color.
come on, man, get it. What,
Right.
purple.
Purple.
Purple. Okay.
Who said red? Who
Okay.
said red?
Who said red? I have red on. Wait.
Okay. Three things you need on an island.
Three things I would need on an island. Oh my, water. Lots of water. Lots
Yeah,
of
but you got
water.
plenty of that around you.
No, 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 you
No, I'm only
don't. Not
joking.
unless I have a
I know. I
device
know.
that'll filter out the water. No.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know.
No. Lots of water. Um, music. I can't. Music will always
Can't do
keep me
without your
going.
music.
Yes. Oh man. And three things. Let me think. What would the third thing be?
Good book,
Come on
Something
now.
I can
Come
use.
on
I
now.
know. I
Come
know.
on now.
The third thing. No, I don't. No, I'm fine with me, myself, and I. But
Okay. All right. What's the best place you've been on holiday?
oh wow, I went to Greece.
Greece.
Greece and
Okay.
Italy. I've been to Greece and Italy. That was a really nice trip.
Okay.
Loved it.
That's a
Loved every
good.
bit of it.
That's a
Santorini
long
was
flight for you, though,
beautiful.
wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
That was a crazy
it
flight.
was long. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
long. Yeah, but it was nice. It was all right. It was okay.
Okay. Cool. All right. Here's one for you. Worst job you've ever done.
Worst job. Oh, I haven't had a whole lot of jobs. So I don't know. I would say data entry. Who likes sitting doing
Data
data entry all
entry.
day? I hated
Yeah.
it. That was the worst
I
job
hear that
ever.
one.
That's
I hear
I
that
was
one.
understandable,
like, get
yeah.
me out of there, please. Let me go.
Right. I hear that one. Yeah. I could
Yeah,
see.
I can
Yeah.
relate.
Typing away
Yeah.
24/7.
Monopoly,
Yeah.
same thing over and
Yes,
over
it was
again.
terrible. Oh, I was like, pull my hair out.
Okay. So, night owl or early bird?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Got you.
bad. It's really bad. Like,
Wow. So you can stay
yeah,
out late at night and wake up early the next morning
yes, my
and
body just
still go.
automatically wakes. It drives me crazy. I'm
That,
like,
that's
no,
that's your
go
that's
back
your
to
energy.
sleep.
That's all about energy. That is.
It's really bad though. Like, I really have to like force myself to go to bed early if I can, because otherwise, it's really hard for me because I'll stay up late working on stuff. My
Mm,
brain don't shut down. I'm
Right.
like
Okay.
constantly doing something. And then I'm like, okay, got to get up in the morning, and boom, automatically 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm up. I'm like,
Okay.
no.
Okay. So, you released Elements of a Real Man late last year. So
Yeah.
what's going on with you at the
beautiful,
moment? Are you still
beautiful. EP.
promoting that, or have you started new stuff? As an artist,
I
you're always
released
writing new stuff.
I released a new single, "Foolish
Yeah.
Heart." I
Okay.
know the song. The song is pretty and a pretty emotional song. It's a
Yeah.
slow song. It's a
Hmm.
pretty emotional song. I've got a lot of feedback from my listeners. A lot of people who said that the song was right on time for them. A lot of
Hmm.
people. May was Mental Health Awareness Month, so a lot
Mm,
of people are dealing with a lot of mental health issues and stuff,
Hmm.
and just heartbreaking, hurt, and that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
this particular song kind of encompasses people who are dealing with emotional, mental, and physical abuse. So that's what
Hmm.
this song is really about. So
Right.
it really hit home for a lot of people, and it's still charting. I was like, okay, this is cool.
mm.
Okay.
It's like I think number three or number. I think it's
Yeah.
number three
Yeah, I think it was number three last I saw
on the
yesterday.
Urban
Yeah.
Influencer chart, R&B
Hmm.
Soul chart.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's still charting. Folks are still playing it, and I've been performing it, all over
Hmm.
local places and everything here in LA. People are loving the song.
So you're
Mm,
solidly working, basically.
Yes,
That's
yes,
good.
yes.
That's a
Just
good
a
thing.
single, and then Manny, decided to come. We talked about it. He decided to come out with the release for
Love
Love
Hurts.
Hurts, right? And so now it's pretty cool because now I got 2 songs that are
You got
charting,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is pretty dope, right? So I was like,
Mm.
okay, this is pretty cool.
Okay, that's
It's a
wicked. That's
takeover.
nice. Yeah. Okay, so let the people let's let our audience know, where they can find you, all your socials. Can you give us some of those?
Yes, well, Tina's Music is everything. That should be right on the screen. That's my website. And Tina's Music is everywhere. That's my on
Mm,
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. It's all Tina's Music. Um, on Instagram, it's _official. But yeah, I'm all over the place, y'all. My music can be found on all media platforms. Follow me on Spotify, Apple Music,
okay.
everywhere where music is sold.
Okay. I think we're gonna play you out with one of your tunes, I think. Are we gonna do that? Or are you no actually are you gonna perform for you? Yes
I
you are,
can.
aren't you? Yeah, I can. Okay, let's get it right. Yeah, you're gonna perform for us. So, get yourself ready. When you feel you're ready, take it away.
Okay, and
Yeah.
just so you know,
Mm,
I'm gonna perform. My plan is to perform "Forever," which is
okay.
the remix for
Right.
that Manny did for me. Manny, the
Okay.
Realm remix.
Yeah.
Thought it
Hmm.
would be appropriate until we can work out doing the Love Hurts live. But hopefully, I'll be back, and you guys will let me come back and do that one.
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah,
Definitely.
Oh, of
absolutely.
course.
Huh?
Absolutely.
All right, now I'm holding on
Yeah.
to that.
Okay.
All right, let's get us together here. All right, y'all. How y'all feeling out there? Know you in love, you don't found that right person. Be there with them forever, y'all. That's what this song is about. Today we have begun to live our lives as one. I'm prepared to give you all of me and you to me as well. Consider the pros and cons of why we should and should not be. There's so much good between us. Without you, I just can't see. You're on the road now. So live a life so beautiful and free. And you and me, we believe. I'm so proud to be your lady. You make me feel so amazing. You brought me back to life. Forever you and me. Forever we will be. Forever till eternity. Yeah. Forever you and I. Forever all our lives. Together till the end of time. As the days continue on, our love goes ever strong. So strong. 3, 4 chord, unbreakable. This is where we both belong. You have my heart now. I realize it's always been you. You always stay true. Yes, they are here to stay. To be with me always. Yeah, I love the paradise. You and me, you and me, yeah. Forever till eternity. Yeah, forever you and I. Forever all our lives, yeah. Together till the end of time. You and me, hey. You and me. Come on, y'all. You and me, forever. You and me, forever. You and me, forever, baby. It's forever, forever till eternity. Yeah. Forever, forever, and it's you and me. Forever, you came in my life and made it right. It's forever, forever till eternity. Forever, and it's you and me. Forever, you came in my life and made it right.
Atina. You switched it up on me, I tell ya.
Love it.
It's not only that. The reason why I say you switched it up on me because I haven't got that track.
No, me neither.
You know
I haven't got that
go
one.
Huh?
The first time I've heard that track.
So I'm gonna have to find that. As soon as the show's finished, I'm gonna have to look at that.
Yep,
that song hit #1 on the Urban Influencer chart, R&B chart.
I ain't got it.
Yes.
I ain't got it.
Wait, I ain't got that mix. I haven't got that mix.
Gotta work on that one. See?
Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on. Absolute pleasure.
I concur.
I don't know if any of the other guys want to say something before you.
Yeah, a quick question. Atina, hi, T Smooth. Since last we spoke, I noticed you've been very busy on the circuit. Since the launch of the Elements of a Real Man, and I've seen lots of clips of you performing live and stuff. But my main question is, how's Mum and Dad?
Oh, thank you for asking.
Because I know that they're always behind the scenes.
Always behind the scenes.
They are so good, and they just celebrated last month. They celebrated 53 years.
Wow!
Wow!
Yeah.
Come on, guys!
That's something to be celebrated.
53. That.
Yes,
they've been married as long as I've been on this earth.
Oh wow!
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Yes, it's pretty awesome, and I took them out to dinner, did something special for them and everything, and yeah, I love them to death. Those are my parents, y'all. They're my cheerleaders. They're always there, always.
Well, T Smooth sends his love to, and the Hype sends their love to Mum and Dad.
Thank you so much.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And A-lister, you don't have nothing else to say?
I've got so much to say, and the same as the guys. I don't have that track that you just sang. Yeah, but don't worry. I mean, I will have it. I will definitely have it. I think that was wonderful. Your performance has been brilliant, and your whole aura. I love your aura. So I don't have a question. All I have is just to say, just congratulate and say, yeah, well done. I love it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
definitely.
y'all for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
What was the name of that track? Freedom?
Forever.
Forever.
Mm-hmm. The Realm remix now.
Forever. The Realm remix.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me just say,
yes, sir.
You have a fantastic energy and spirit about you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's just warming straight away. There's only
sure
one
now.
thing that I want to know.
Sure.
When you was doing the Madonna stuff, did you wear the leg warmers?
I did. Yes, and the fishnet.
I could see. You know what? I could just see it. I could see it. I could see it running out as well. I could see it.
I had the lace gloves and everything. Come on now. Come on.
Wow, Atina, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much love.
I love her energy. I love it.
Love it.
I told you when when I had a quick chat and it ended up being a long chat. You know what I mean?
She's brilliant. Yeah, she's brilliant.
Very nice
I loved her energy and her song.
Mm.
Her whole performance was fantastic. Okay, so let's move on now, shall we, lads? And we just got a message in there from P for Soul, and he said he's going to send us her track later on today. So we'll all have it.
Well, I just bought it. I just bought it. I want back my 74p.
Yeah, that was man. That was a quick fire there, T Smooth. Quick fire there. You should have hold back. You know what I mean?
No. You ain't there's no hanging about. You just got to go for it.
Yeah, man. I like that. I like that. Just go for it. I think that might be my slogan. The A-lister. Just go for it.
No. You can't have that. You can't have that slogan.
I think that would be good. Okay, so before we bring on the next artist, I just want to tell you about him. He studied biology. He comes from a musical background. He was nominated for Gospel Choice Awards, and he also won Best Male Artist in 2008. He's released multiple singles and some EPs as well, and no other than the Mr. Antonia Mcgaha.
Yo, there comes a time in all of our lives where sometimes we gotta face the music, sometimes we gotta face that elephant in the room. This is part of my journey, this is part of my story. I want y'all to hear my heart on this one. Let's go.
I remember when everything became a struggle. Deep within, I knew that we were in trouble.
Hello.
Antonio, what's
Hello,
up?
hello. How you
What's
doing,
up?
sir?
How are you, sir?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you. You've got a slight
Can you hear
echo.
us?
Got a slight echo, but we can hear you clearly. We can hear you. Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you great, yes sir.
Brent, how are you, sir?
I'm doing wonderful, How are you guys doing?
Yeah, man, we're good.
We're good. Welcome to the hype.
Thank you guys for having me, it's such a pleasure.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure having you on board, sir. It's a pleasure having you on board. I am going to be grilling you today, and I hope that you're prepared for the grilling. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
But before we go into the grilling, I know that you're going to be performing for us. So
Yes,
I
sir.
just want the audience just to hear your voice, and then they're going to get everything I'm saying with the questioning I'm going to ask you.
Thank you, okay.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead, sir. Yeah, you can go ahead and start performing.
Oh, you want to go? Okay.
Yeah.
So the first song that we'll be performing is a song off my recent EP titled Love, Life, Loyalty, Volume 2. This song is titled Disguise. So let's do it. I remember when everything became a struggle. Deep in, I knew that we were in trouble. We can't do something but still be left with scars. Face the truth, we better off apart. I was. It was real, but it wasn't the sky. Wasn't the sky. Almost blew away. They passed me on by. Mistakes were made to cause hurt and pain. Cause we tried to live a life we could sustain. And the more we tried, the more we suffered. We weren't the ones for each other. We were lost in the illusion. It was a disguise. I almost blew away. Then you passed me on by. Lost in the illusion. It was a disguise. Almost blew away. It passed me on by. I never said. It passed me on, talking about that true love, talking about that true joy, yeah, talking about that peace, lost in the illusion. It was a disguise. It passed me on by, at least maybe one more time. It passed me on. Talking about that real love. Talking about that joy. Talking about that true happiness. Yeah. One more time. Love, love, love. It passed me on by. I said, love, love, love. It passed me on by. One more time. It passed me on by. Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That was.
Yes, love that.
That's the chat room clapping. We've got like this interactive chat room, and that's all those guys there. That's all those guys clapping. And yeah, you're getting a lot of attention on the chat room. There's a lot of fire in the chat saying, "Well done." Oh, well, you are loved here.
Thank you.
Well done. That was good. That was good. Who have you got in the background? How many people we got? I want to say hello to everybody.
Absolutely. I have my lovely wife, Mcgaha, singing background.
Hello.
I have my cousin Antoine, who's a dynamic vocalist as well.
Wow.
And I also have Mr. Suit Coat Jones, one of the best guitarists on this side of heaven.
Hello. Yeah, I love that. Oh, so you got the whole crew. I love that. And it's a family affair. I like that too. Yeah.
Oh, you forgot somebody, because I was singing in the background as well, but you just couldn't hear me. You just couldn't hear me. Yeah.
Oh, you know something?
That's Scott Campbell as well.
Yeah. Do you know what? He's so good. He just blended in. You didn't even notice. That's how great. That's how good he harmonizes. Yeah. So anytime you need him, I'm his manager. You can have him. And he's cheap. He's very cheap. So it'll be fine. So before we get started, and I've got some quick fire questions.
Sure.
And they're grilling, bit personal, but we're gonna go with it. Yeah. Okay. Meat or veg?
Meat.
Caribbean or Africa?
Africa.
Country life or city life?
Country life.
Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac.
Oh.
No hesitation, boy.
No hesitation, yes, straight in.
Okay, so do you wash the dishes straight away, or are you somebody that lets it soak?
Oh, I'm a straight away. I like to get it out of the way. Even when I cook, I'm washing dishes as I cook. So I like to get it out of the way. Yeah.
Okay, so you like to keep it clean.
I do.
Wifey, can wifey testify to that?
Yeah.
Can we ask the wife?
Yeah. What does the wife say? He's no, not at all. I have to clean up every time after him. You know. So, are you a texter or a caller?
All depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
If it was right now.
Right now.
I'm not right now.
Texting. Probably texting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you go straight to the main course, or do you like a starter first?
Starter first usually. Yeah.
Starter first, okay. Tight fit or relaxed fit?
Relaxed fit. I like to be relaxed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sneakers or shoes?
Sneakers.
Old school or new school?
Old school all day long. That's the foundation.
Old school is the best.
All day long.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can see my quick fire questions were up and personal.
I see.
Yeah, they were up and personal. You know, you look like you've got a good physique. You look like you're a gym goer as well, just like myself. You know, I go probably like 5-6 times a week. You know.
I'm not on 5 or 6 times a week, but I try to at least 2 or 3 times a week. I try to get in and try to get it in. I do. Yeah, I believe health as well. You know what I mean? When you feel good, you look good. You know, everything else to be followed suit. So I believe in trying to stay fit. Across the spectrum, in all areas. So, yes, yeah. Spiritually, mentally, and physically, yeah.
I agree because I made a slight mistake. It's 5-6 times a year I go. I made a slight mistake, just a slight mistake. But, it's a small one. It's a small one. So, Antonio, you're fairly, is it fair for me to say that you're fairly new to the UK? To the UK
Very
crowd,
much so. Very much so, I am, yeah.
So, but even though you've been around for a long time, so tell us how did it all start for you, sir?
So, like most singers, I started out singing in the church. I'm actually from the country, small town called Tishomingo, Mississippi.
Okay.
But my family, like they all, my dad is a bass guitarist, my mom is a pianist, my sister, she's a singer. So we've been, like, that's what we did. We sang in church, we sang
Yeah.
quartet style music. We did a lot of singing around the house. So music was something that was always around me, from early, being a, early child. So,
So
yes.
really, you didn't have much of a choice.
I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. Not at
Yeah.
all.
This is you were born into this.
I would say so. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
what inspires you as well?
Life. Life. Like, I'm inspired by all things life. The good, the bad, the ugly.
Done.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Can you bring me some water, please, babe?
T Smooth, your mic is on.
Oh, sorry. Is it?
I hope Babe can bring that water quite quickly. I do apologise for that because Babe got ordered there. Babe got ordered there. Wow. She responded by saying, "Yes, master."
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry.
That's fine. Just get that water. Sorry, you were saying, sir. You were inspired.
Oh
by
yeah, just life.
Yeah.
That's my songwriting is inspired by anything that that has anything to do with life, relationships, love, hurt, pain. Some of my content is socially, I guess, appropriate for things that are maybe taking place or things that have taken place in the past. So I deal with a variety of different subjects, but most of it's like stuff that we could attribute to what's happening in our lives or others as well. So yeah.
So as a music lover yourself, who do you currently listen to now?
You know what? I'm still more of an old school artist lover. A lot of the younger artists are cool, but for me, like when you talk about artists like Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, Johnny Hathaway, those guys like Earth, Wind and Fire, all those guys, like their stuff was timeless. And what I like about what they did is I can listen to a song now from either of those artists, and I can remember what I was doing at 13, 14. Like, it just puts me right back in that same place. And for me, like, the power behind that is just like, it's absolutely phenomenal. And I can't say, not to knock any of the new artists, because there's some artists out there doing their thing, but I'm an old school soul, so I'm just more privy to a lot of that music more so. But if I had to name a new artist, and I don't even know if he would be considered a newer artist, so to speak, Music Soul Child. I love Music Soul Child. People like that. Yeah.
I had a nosy at your website.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a look at your website, and I would like you to, because you do some great things. You do some great things.
Thank you so much.
It's fun. But I'm going to let you explain. So tell us. I looked at your website. So tell us about some of the services that you offer.
So actually, presently, I am a vocal coach. I teach vocal lessons. I've been doing that now for about 4.5, maybe 5, 6 years or longer. So I do that, and actually, I work in education as well. I work with an organization called Communities and Schools Atlanta as a site coordinator. So basically, in a nutshell, with that job, I provide services to kids that may need help in the areas of academics, attendance, or behavior, and I also provide services for the families that may be in need as well. So I'm real passionate about young people.
Yeah.
So I love that job as well. So. And I'm a songwriter as well. So, songwriter, I love writing songs. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that it's good that you said that with regards to young people. It's like, because at this day and age, it's hard for artists out there. And how do you keep focused? That's number one. And number two, what advice would you give to up and coming artists?
Keeping focused for me is just really about staying authentic and staying true to who I am. I don't try to emulate or be or write, anything as far as my songwriting is concerned. It's not true and dear to who I am. Also, I have a wonderful support system. Like my wife, I'll be honest with you, I'm not even sure if I would be doing music at this point in my life if it wasn't for my wife. She's like,
wow.
She's phenomenal. I mean, she's very much an encourager. At times when I thought about, giving up and, wanting to quit, she's always been that, you know what I'm saying, that person
Yes.
that's pushing me forward. So
Yes.
my parents have always been very supportive. My son, you know, so friends of mine that I work at or work in the music industry with, like, you know, I just have a great support system. So I've been blessed. You know what I mean? I've been
Yeah.
blessed
It
to
sounds like it. Yeah. And they say behind every good man is a great woman.
absolutely phenomenal woman.
Yeah, you've been blessed to have
Yes,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. So, what advice would you give to your 18-year-old self?
My 18-year-old self to really get to know who I am first before I make a lot of major decisions.
Yes.
Like really spend some time getting to know who you are, because when you talk about relationships, jobs, and everything else that that comes from that, you know, moving forward, a lot of those decisions, you know, you might not necessarily make the best decisions when you don't know who you are. But when you know who you are, you're really solid on who you are, you know, you stand a better chance of making better decisions, you know, relationship wise and otherwise. So really spending some time getting to know yourself. A lot of times we like to jump out there, jump in relationships and make decisions, you know, on the spur of the moment, blah, 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 what have you. But just really knowing, finding out who you are and being okay with that, and not letting anybody deter you from that once you become aware of that.
That is a message. That is
Yeah.
so true.
Absolutely.
And I think for any man, you know,
Absolutely.
you know, black men, we need to know ourselves.
Got to.
You know, we
Imperative.
need to know ourselves,
Imperative.
and I think that is so important, and it's something that I think that we let slide, because you're right, we just jump into things, you know,
Yes.
without knowing who, and that could be, and you're right, relationship, job, we just jump into things without knowing, and when we get there, then we realize, do you know what, this isn't for me. It's not for you because you didn't check who you are, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
I love that message. I love that message. I hope, you know, all the listeners are listening in, man. The men, because it's so true. You know. Another thing I wanted to find out about is, could you tell me about the third rock from the sun, and also how did that name come about?
So third soul from the sun.
Now I've got third rock.
Yeah.
Third soul. Third soul. I've got it wrong. Sorry. Hold on. I just need to
You're
slap the
thinking of
person that
comedy
did it to
show.
me. 1 second. I'll be back.
So third soul from the sun is actually a collaborative effort from another friend of mine, Coco Jones. Shout out to Coco Jones, who sings in a band with me here in the Atlanta, Georgia area called the Soul Conglomerate. And another good friend of mine by the name of Hills. Yeah, he's a rapper, MC, mixer, engineer. We got together probably about 6 or 7 months ago, and just, you know, on some just, you know, doing music, record music, kind of trying to see what we came up with. And we kind of came up with a formula and like what we're coming up with, and just decided to put out some music. And that's the name we came up with. And yeah, the rest is history. The rest is history, more or less. Just three creatives doing what we do best. Yeah.
I've heard some of the tracks and they are fantastic.
Thank you.
I've heard a couple of them, and yeah, it's really, really good. I'd like to, from one of your songs, I want to quote some lyrics that you put down, and I'd like to know all about it. Okay. Strong and confident in who I am, and I don't really give a damn what they think or what they say. I'm here to stay. I know my haters might be surprised. Can you explain?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Elaborate.
You know, it took me a very long time to really walk confidently in who I am, not just as a man, but as a songwriter and as an artist. You know, sometimes when we grow up, different things happen to us, different traumas and situations like that make us kind of shrink ourselves down. And then we encounter different energies and individuals who, you know, for various reasons, envy and so on and so forth, that make us, you know, want to, you know, make ourselves little. And once I finally understood that and started working through that, I was like, you know what, I'm never going to put myself in a position ever again in life to, you know, if I'm making you uncomfortable with who I am, with my presence, you know, my vocal ability or whatever may be the case, you have to take that up with God because He created me. But at the end of the day, you will never ever kill my vibe. You know what I mean? Because I'm who God created me to be. And until I leave this earth, that's what I'm going to do. So that's where that came from. Yeah.
Oh gosh, you are. You are dropping some lyrics today. You are dropping some lyrics today, and I hope
It's one of the bucket of wisdom
yeah,
today.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope the people are listening. So what do we have to look forward to with you, sir?
So, still, like I said, gigging with the Soul Conglomerate Band here in Atlanta. We have the third Soul from the Sun project recently out, and actually, I'm on my second volume of Love, Life, Loyalty. I plan to release a few more volumes of that as well. And if I could just tell you a little bit about the Love, Life, Loyalty concept.
Yep.
Big shout out to my man Troy Maddox, aka I Am Man Soul. He's a good friend and producer of mine here in Atlanta. The concept of love, life, loyalty, that's actually his idea. We were listening to some tracks one night over a friend's house, and he called me the next day, and he was like, all of those tracks to me had a theme that had something to do with love, life, loyalty. And he was like, I think you should, over the course of the next couple of years, a year or so, release 3-song EPs titled Love, Life, Loyalty. And I was like, man, that's a dope concept. So the idea behind Love, Life, Loyalty is with each volume, to take the listener and give the listener a deeper glance off into my life, things that I've dealt with personally, so people can really, really know who Antonio is. So I will continue to release those. At some point, I'm probably going to do a full-length project. I don't know when that's going to come. When I'm doing music now, I try to go with the flow. I don't force it, so whatever I feel like is appropriate and it feels good, I go with that. So right now, we're on the EPs, and we'll see what's to come as far as full-length.
You got to keep us in the loop. Keep us in the loop because the four of us here, we're DJs, and we will play your music. We will play it. We'll definitely play it. So how can people keep in touch with you? What are your socials? Tell people.
Absolutely. So my website is Tonio with an S, ToniosMusic.com. You can also find me on Instagram at Tonio's Music. Again, that's website is ToniosMusic.com and Instagram at Tonio's Music.
Thank you, Antonio. I just want to say that number one, it's been inspirational for the short time because you in how you speak, there's a message. And I think that the children that you work with and the people that you work with, they're lucky, to have somebody that's got great insight. Yeah, definitely. And and I hope a lot of people took heed to the things that you were saying, because it resonates with a lot of us, especially black men. It resonates with me with regards to knowing who you are. I think that's important.
Very important.
And I just want to say thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence. And I just want to, before we go, the guys want to ask questions. I'm so greedy. I'm hogging you to myself. guys, I do apologize. I've done it again. I'm just a hogger.
I was just going to say, Antonio, were you gearing up to do another track? Did you want to do another track?
I did have another song prepared. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Let's hear that.
Oh,
can I just say, on your BVs, can you turn up your mics just a bit more on your BVs for me?
Background vocals.
Yeah.
There were 2 tracks.
Yeah.
So they're gonna sing. They were actually singing a little low, so they're gonna sing a little louder this time.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, no problem.
Right.
Yeah, don't worry about the neighbors. Tell them don't worry about the neighbors.
Yeah, we've got them covered.
So this next song we get ready to do is one of the singles off of my latest release, Love, Life, Loyalty 2, titled Testify. I wrote this song. Again, grew up in church, and if you've been in church, there's this thing that we have called testimony service. Yeah. We testify to the goodness of God. So I wrote this in an effort to testify of the goodness and love that my lady provides for me. So, and I hope that you'll vibe with it. Yep.
Okay, cool.
If I haven't told you lately, love, it drives me crazy, baby. I love when you embrace me in the way you feel. This is my testimony. When you're back and think upon me, it gives me chills. Heart so overwhelming, sensually. As we intertwine, girl, you make me high. Gotta testify. Every time we touch, girl, you set me free. Your kisses ease my trouble so easily. I'll rise and rise again, hoping that this day won't end. Oh, I'm not ashamed to testify that loving you is like paradise. Listen up, can't deny. Time to live something that makes me cry. I need your loving, yeah. Gotta have a hit to keep from trouble. After this one, I love you, make me high, yes. Oh, gotta have a hit to keep from struggling, yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotta have a hit to keep from struggling. After this one, I love you, make me high. Gotta testify. Girl, you make me high. I gotta testify. Your love, it makes me high. I gotta testify. Your touch, it makes me high. I gotta testify. Your kisses, it makes me high. One more time, can I testify? Yeah. I need your love. Gotta have a hit to keep from struggling, yeah. As this one, girl, you make me high. Gotta testify, girl, you make me high. Gotta testify, your peace and makes me high. Gotta testify, your joy and makes me high. Gotta testify. Your love, it makes me high and testify. Thank you.
Yo.
Brilliant.
Fabulous.
Yes, that was fantastic. That was a brilliant way of ending. Well done, Antonia. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And that was, guys, Antonio.
Bye to cousin,
Mcgaha.
wifey, and the guys in the back. Thank you,
Yeah, man,
guys.
tell everyone bye-bye.
Yeah. Looking forward to individual projects.
Shout out to me, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank God.
All right, cheers.
That was brilliant.
Real.
That
real
was brilliant. Yeah, that was really good. Okay, so guys, we are coming up to near the ending of the show, but before we go, we've got a couple of things to talk about where we've got coming up. So we've got the chart show coming up, which is going to be a monthly installment. Yes, monthly installments of New The Hype chart show that will be done by myself on Happy People, and that will be where we're going through the top 40, or I think the top 40 tracks. We're going to be doing that monthly. It's going to be like, do you remember Top of the Pops?
Yeah.
Vaguely, I'm not that old.
T-Smooth is going on like
I'm
too young for that.
to think back and
Vaguely,
remember.
man.
when I saw T-Smooth in the audience. Do you know what I mean? In the audience.
Is that like your MTV raps? Is that like it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So your MTV. Oh, okay. A bit more before that time. But yeah, we're going to be having.
Top of the Pops.
What was the other one?
You've been on Top of the Pops?
Yeah, man. Back in the day, man. I've got my BBC pass, man.
Oh, well done.
Oh,
I won't tell you which edition because people
Live.
start looking up and finding my afro.
Dancing in the audience, you know.
I knew I saw
Dancing
you.
in the audience, you know.
I knew I saw you there. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. That's coming up soon. That's going to be so we're going to have artists as well going to be coming to perform, and there won't be any interviews or anything like that, but they'll come and they'll perform their tracks once they're on the chart. And also we have got some artists for next month. Who are the artists for next month? He says, while I get it coming up on my screen. Who can tell me before?
One of them is MC.
Yes.
He's going to be here next month.
Yes, and the next one?
Janet K.
How on earth
did you forget that one?
Do you know what I mean?
How could you forget
We
that
are going to have the legend Janet K. She's going to be coming on the hype, and she's going to be interviewed
MBE.
on the hype. MBE, yes, that's right. Janet K. MBE. I cannot wait for that. She's currently in Barbados at the moment, which is why we haven't got her as yet. But that interview should be done by the ending of the month, and I really, really look forward to that. And also, who else is there? We've got one more.
Ivy Low.
Ivy Low, that's right, Ivy Low. So it's MC, Ivy Low, and Janet K. Those are the people that we're going to be interviewing next month. So guys, look out for that. Stay tuned to the hype, because how does the slogan go? The hype is where it's at. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play the first track, and the first track I'm going to play is titled For Me. Artist is Misha Irie. Track entitled For Me.
Yeah, these are four top buzzing tracks.
These are the four top buzzing tracks.
Selected
Guys,
by
get your
us.
Shazam. Get your Shazam
Yeah, selected
ready.
by us.
Selected by us.
Yes.
I got to search.
These guys.
Yeah, I know my energy feel good cause I worked it. And I know I got it, so I'm painting it and surfing. Baby, I deserve it. All the things I see coming, picture perfect. And I'm tired of running. Plant the seeds, growing trees with the leaves, trust in me. Baby, I foresee good energy, mad profit. And I'm steady this speed, I can't stop it. I wanna make me a hot topic, baby. Good energy, mad profit. Talking for the Halloween in my pockets. Got problems, but believe me, I'll solve, baby. What did I do for me? What did I do for me, baby? Tell me what I don't do for me. What I don't do for me. What did I do for me? What did I do for me, baby? Tell me what I won't do for me. Tell me what I won't do for me. My all clean cause I make peace with enemies. Got my reason, remedies when I'm on my weekend. I'm not that grief, come on, go with the season. And the pain is a necessary pathway to healing. To my angels, I thank you for your provisions. My God, I'm so thankful. Lost the vision for a minute, but I see it now. And I'ma make you proud, so I'm singing now. Good energy, mad profit. And I'm steady this feet, I can't stop it. I wanna make me a hot topic, baby. Good energy, mad profit. Talking for the Halloween in my pockets. Got problems, but believe me, I'll solve, baby. What did I do for me? What did I do for me? Baby, tell me what I don't do for me. What I don't do for me, baby. What did I do for me? What did I do for me, baby? Tell me what I won't do for me. Tell me what I won't do for me.
So that was Misha Irie, track entitled For Me. That was my choice of a buzzing track.
Nice
The next
track.
one, yeah.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much,
You got
guys.
good tears going on there.
Tongues, man. Don't do that. You're going to make me blush, man. You're going to make me blush. Don't do that. Okay. Next one we have is Bay Anderson, Perfect Picture. Who is that?
That was my
Big
track.
tune. That's a big tune.
Okay, let's go.
Bending knees and got my head out, and tears cover my face. I cry from my heart and I
like you left me a long time. Oh, feels like everyone around me lives outside, just stay inside my home. Take me as I am now, twist and turn it around. Oh, my heart is you require, as long as you don't ever let it go, and let it fall into the hands of the words that it carries. Our voices said inside me, this is the most that I hate. Think they should have warned us in this thing we call life. No one gives you answers, only what you find. For the girl who's heartbroken, only you part of mine. I'd rather you hold than watch a tear from your eye. How many times will I say love you, but cannot say it to myself? How many questions will I ask but not answer who I am if no one else?
So big thank you to those of you that's in the chat room, locked in, locked on, saying hi. Big hello going out to Susan, hello going out to Kyle, hello going out to Natalie, Two-Step Naturally, all those that have shared, liked and subscribed. If you haven't, you know what to do, don't you?
Learn about forgiveness, not just to others but myself. And it's something I can teach on. It freed me from everybody else. Think they should have warned us in this thing we call life. No one gives you answers, only what you find. For the girl who's heartbroken, only you part of mine. I'd rather you hold than watch a tear from your eye. Try your eyes, try your eyes, try your eyes. Now I learn about forgiveness, not just to others but myself. And it's something I can teach on. It freed me from everybody else. I ain't picture perfect. Do you see him lurking? For that I am certain. Please don't run. I'm still a person. I learn about forgiveness, not just to others but myself. And it's something I can teach on. It freed me from everybody else.
Nice,
Yes.
nice. I love their tones.
Lovely,
lovely
track. Yeah, man, that was a nice track.
Oh, I like this, you know. I like it. Are we doing this every show? Hey, look, I'm tuned.
Next one is TNT. Who that is Mr. Ryder.
Yeah, that's
Mr. Ryder.
All right, hold on one second.
Static selection.
This one's by Halle Supreme. This has got Chris Ryder written all over it.
Darling, don't you cut on it. Whatever you want, that ain't cool. I think it's time I let you go. Baby, we've been hot and cold. What are we doing?
Beautiful.
That was only Mr. Ryder's choice because he could type faster than me. Just saying, I'm putting it out there. He typed faster than me. Deep matured.
That is a boom tune. Next track is Magic by Ezinne Nnorom.
Says she's here dancing with 3 handsome gentlemen.
Look it.
But there's 4 of us.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I'm about to say. Who was you missing out?
Who you left on the seat?
So now you see me, I'm right here with you. I won't make you disappear. You won't cut me into two. What we got, baby, it's not magic. Yeah, it's for real. It's for real. I won't make you disappear. You won't cut me into two. What we got, baby, it's not magic. Yeah, it's for real. It's for real. Yeah, you got everything I'm wanting, baby. I'm on it. Late night, keep me till the morning. Sunshine, and I'm in your garden. Tell me that you want it back again. Alakazam, I'm back again. All that can boost, I put it on track again. You know what I do. Making love, cause love is what we grow, my darling. Now the feelings come and go, my darling. I'm committed to your mind and soul, my darling. Disappear. You won't cut me into two. What we got, baby, it's not magic. Yeah, it's for real. It's for real. I won't make you disappear. You won't cut me into two. What we got, baby, it's not magic. Yeah, it's for real. It's for real. Yeah, ain't no sleight of hand on that bust down. I spent them bands, say she need a man, so I touched down and hit the dance. Got them off my line, it's just us now. Forget them plans, we can take our time. It ain't no rush, I'm your biggest fan, baby, my baby. Making love, cause love is what we grow, my darling. Now the feelings come and go, my darling. I'm committed to your mind and soul, my darling. Disappear. You won't cut me into two. What we got, baby, it's not magic. Yeah, it's for real. It's for real. I won't make you disappear. You won't cut me into two. What we got, baby, it's not magic. Yeah, it's for real. It's for real. Yeah.
Well done, T Smooth. T Smooth's choice, Magic by Ezinne Nnorom.
Yeah, man.
Guys, we have done an amazing job today. You know, I want to say a big massive thank you to our artists who came on today: Maxine Scott, Ezinne Nnorom. That's right. I'll make sure
Nnorom.
Okay, and Hatina, and also Mr. Antonio Mcgaha. These artists have been absolutely fantastic. The show has been brilliant. What do you say, lads? Don't you think it's a job well done today, guys?
It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic. Ain't we missing something though?
Yeah, we've got to say a big thanks going out to Boss Lady and People Soul behind the scenes, the production team.
Without them,
also
we would not be here.
Also want to say big shout out to all of those on Mixcloud, because we all are broadcasting on Mixcloud as well.
Oh, well,
okay.
Shout out to everybody on Mixcloud. So we haven't said, any big ups to you guys over there, but thank you also for streaming and logging in that way.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Okay, nice one.
Yeah, but see, obviously we've got Eastern
Competition
and
time.
as well.
Yes, we've got the competition.
Competition
Okay,
time.
the competition is name 2 artists that have appeared on the launch of the Hype Show. So you need to name 2 artists who have appeared on the Hype launch show, and you need to email the Hype Music and Chat Show @gmail.com. Let me repeat that for you one more time. Name 2 artists artists who appeared on the Hype launch show. Now, in the beginning of the show, it was mentioned. I don't want to give you any clues, but Estoc did say. And the email is the Hype Music and Chat Show at gmail.com. Guys, and what do they win?
Yeah, I was gonna. What's the price? What's the price? What do I mean?
I was told that the original price was a whole night with T Smooth. That's what original prize was. Yeah, that's what I was told. Yeah, I was shocked as well when I heard. I was shocked as well. I was shocked as well. I said, "Wow, did T Smooth agree?" The first thing I said was, "Yeah, not even the evening, the whole night." Yeah, no pressure. And
wine and dining it, bank book, checkbook, credit card, everything.
And I said, "Did he agree to this?" Yeah, I said, "Did you agree to this?" And they said, "Yeah, he did." So, but that was but they've changed it now. So, what is the prize now, please?
That statement.
Yeah, what is the prize? It was
what is the
supposed
prize?
to be
2 albums, right?
2 albums, yeah. That's
2 albums.
A couple of albums.
Yes, you will get 2 albums sent directly to you of current artists right now. So, guys, subscribe, like, put the bell icon on, and support the Hype.
All the while, support the Hype.
That's right.
I'd like all those in the YouTube chat room right now. Come out the chat room and click the like button. And that little thumb, just click it.
Yeah, touch the thumb. Touch the thumb button.
I'm gonna do it right now. Oh, look at that! I've done it. We should all do it. Everyone, just like, please, and subscribe. On that note, it's been absolutely amazing. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you to the artists. Thank you to P for Soul. Thank you to the boss lady, the creator, the person behind all of what's happening here, the boss lady. We just want to say thank you and well done to everyone. Chat room, enjoy the rest of your Sunday nights, whatever you are doing. Take care and goodbye.
Good night.
Good night. No outro music.
Produced by the Boss Lady and P for Soul. Like, subscribe, and comment. Follow us on Instagram, The Hype 2024. The Hype.